What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 189 of The Rise of a Nation here with Gibraltar. And today I have for you guys for the last ever time, we'll be doing a live com as the national team manager. Now, if you don't know, obviously FM17 is out in just a few weeks now. I announced a good few episodes ago now there was kind of going to be my last season this season, and this is the last of the European International League games before the World Cup qualifiers. Obviously, we're never going to... the European qualifiers, but we're never going to see those European qualifiers. As such, I feel like after today's two games, that will be the end of kind of this chapter of the save. It's kind of all wrapping up, and obviously with this season being the last season, I don't really feel like there's much point in focusing on the European campaign. I'm not even sure if I'm going to stay as Gibraltar manager. Part of me is just thinking about resigning. The other part of me thinks, well, maybe I can give them a good start to the European campaign. But no, regardless, this is the last ever live com as Gibraltar manager. And hopefully it can be a good one. We've actually got a tough two games today. We're going to start off with a game against Belgium, and then we take on Turkey in what could well be the decider of whether or not we stay up in the European International League Division A. So anyway, let's get into today's game. Last episode, of course, was the European games. It was pretty good all in all. Since then, I did play Dynamo Zagreb in the in the Champions League. We beat them 5-1, so that was a good result there. Anyway, looking at our team for today's game, obviously Mosca's available, Bay's there, Ferre, Graffite, Annabelle Perez, Salas, Bulat, Horst Castano, Jason Hall, and Salcedo. I'm pretty happy with that team. I am going to bring in Frigier for Bulat, just personal preference there. And I think I'm also going to bring in Graffite and play him at right back ahead of Jason Hall. But that's the team we're going to go with. This game against Belgium going to be a really tough one. Of course, we're going to be taking on some familiar names. I expect the likes of Sebastian Girard and Douz to be playing. They are indeed up top alongside each other. Cabasele also playing for Belgium at left back. So 3 familiar players there. And it is going to be a tough task in this opening game of today's episode to give a good game, really. We'll have to see what we can do. Obviously, we are the underdogs. We're not expected to go out there and get a win. But at the same time, I feel like in this kind of game, you just want to you want to give it your all. You want to do the best that you possibly can. And in this, the last episode as the national team manager that you guys are going to see, certainly, it'd be nice to end on a high. But, well, Sebastian Girard, he scored within, 9 minutes. Not the best start, not the start we were necessarily looking for there. Belgium take a early lead in this game. We are at home, and actually looking at it, first 10 minutes, 67% possession. Unfortunately, possession, it doesn't really mean a lot if they're going to score from a set piece. I'm not sure who's marking Girard there. It's Graffite. We'll never know which Graffite it was, but either way, that is an appalling marking there. Hands on heads moment. Can't really blame the players. Let's see if we can step it up now. You know, we've had a rough start to the game, but look at the stats. We've not been bad, and we are bringing the ball forward here, although Belgium now looking to hit on the counter. I'm terrified of Douz and Girard. Like, this is how other teams must feel playing against us. They're just two insane strikers. Douz saves twice. He doesn't save it. Salcedo saves it twice. Douz really should have scored then. A double chance for him. Girard might still have an opportunity here. It's almost scrambled away. Salcedo with another save. What a man. He has made some big saves there to keep this at the 1-goal margin. Belgium, however, really got into this game now. We had that early spell of possession, 70% almost. After 10 minutes, Belgium, they've come back swinging. That said, we are the team on the attack here. Salas to Ferre inside. Perez, edge of the area, plays in Bay. Bay scores. Let's go. It's a little bit against the run of play. We've had our fair share of possession, in all honesty, but, well, we have a goal on the mark. And it's our first chance of the game. It was only a half chance. Annabelle Perez plays it to Bay, who, he scored some big goals for us at international level. He's added another one to his scrapbook right there. It's 1-1. The Gibraltar home fans are absolutely delighted. And we're on the attack again. Mosca, Annabelle Perez, hit it. Why not? Pull the trigger. He hits the woodwork. And it's cleared away. Of course, if we were to win both of these games, we would win the European Friendly League that we're in, which would be quite good, like the division. I think a draw wouldn't be good enough, unfortunately. So we do need to win this game. The game against Turkey is going to be the big one. Salcedo! That's a little bit fortunate. The ball hits the post and hits the keeper on the back. And that sometimes ends up in the back of the net. And Salcedo, well, he did well to scramble back. and make a save. And well, he makes another save there as well. Belgium 5 shots on target, only the 1 goal though. Salcedo instrumental in our defensive efforts. Unfortunately, he can't bail us out again. Belgium peg us back. They get their 1 goal kind of lead extended once again and well, reaffirm it. And it's a Van Hove with the ball to the back post. The initial header is just kind of nodded back, and Colin slots it away inside the 6-yard box. Always going to be really tough for the keeper to stop that. And well, not really surprisingly, Belgium now 2-1 up. And that is how it's going to be at half-time. I'm going to tell the players they're doing okay though. Going to kind of try and continue to encourage them as best we can. It was a little bit of a disappointing first half. You know, we were okay. We weren't completely outclassed, but Salcedo was heavily relied upon. And, well, we want to avoid that if we can. Obviously, the longer this game stays at just the 2-1 scoreline, the happier I'll be. It also means that we have more time, I guess, to try and perhaps get back into the game. We've got a set piece here. Mosca whips it in. Gary Horst heads it in. It's 2-2. And, well, we need a win. But we have a draw on the scoreline right now. 2-2 it is. It's a set piece. It's another half chance. Mosca, the wall lined up expecting the shot. He very intelligently crosses it in. And it's Gary Horst, the captain, nodding it in. And while this has been far more competitive than perhaps I was expecting. Of course, we did play Belgium in the World Cup. It was in the group stage with our kind of reserve side. And I think on that occasion we lost 2 or 3-0, if memory serves me correctly. So this has been a far more competitive performance. Of course, our players and our team at full strength. We have another chance here. Ball whipped in by Bay. Cleared away. Sebastian Girard to Doos. Oh dear, this is where it's terrifying. Walid Doos cuts inside. Tackled away nicely though, but Cabasele now, another one of our players, switches the play to Van Hove, who crosses it in. Doos perhaps should have done better. Salcedo, an incredible save by him in goal. Tips it around the post, and well, 25 minutes left. It's 2-2. It's been a good game, and we're looking fairly competitive, which is all we can really ask for. I think we might need to make a change or two here. Ferreira is struggling a little bit. I am going to bring in Danny Evans for him. I think the other change, I kind of want to take off Graffiti because he's struggling a little bit. We'll bring in Jason Hall, I think, for him. We'll go with just the double change for now. Don't want to change too much too soon. But at the moment, the 5-3-2, kind of the Gibraltar classic formation that we've been using, it's serving us pretty well. Graffiti's picked up a little bit of a knock. I'm going to keep playing him just because it's only a facial injury. He'll be fine. Nothing major, I hope. It's still 2-2. There might be time for a late goal either way here. Belgium, the team, bringing it forward. Sebastian Girard. Don't break my heart, Seb. It's hit the woodwork. We've been let off the hook completely. But there's another chance. There's another chance. It's going to happen, isn't it? Skulfs saves Girard. He wants it. Van Hove back post. It's cleared away. It's another corner for Belgium. 3 minutes left. Can we hold on? Can we hold on? Maybe not. There's another chance. What is happening? Colin shoots. It's in. The heartbreak. It's been coming. Salcedo maybe should do better with this one. It didn't look like an absolute screamer. Maybe I'm going to be proven wrong when we see the 3D highlight. But in a game where I think it's fair to say we've had our backs against the wall for a lot of it, Colin has just hit it on the half volley. It's a decent effort, to be fair. I don't think you can blame Salcedo too much for that. It did look like he did a fascist salute there as a celebration. I'm not going to draw too many conclusions from that. But no, it's going to finish 3-2 here. And, well, it might not. We've got a chance. Let's not give up yet. Okay, now we can give up. It's 3-2. Belgium win it. It was a great game, though. Salcedo wins man of the match. A 9.3 rating for the goalkeeper, despite conceding 3. I think that gives you a rough idea of just how good he was in this game, Francisco Salcedo. Made some fantastic saves for us. What a player he has been. Hopefully he can give another good performance as we go into that last game. It is going to be against Turkey. And it is going to be the game that decides whether or not we stay in the Friendly League, I do believe. Last time we played Turkey, we won 2-1. A little bit of pressure on us. A draw would be good enough. Turkey need the win. And, of course, a win would see us get relegated, unfortunately. Anyway, hopefully you guys stick around. We'll get straight into that game. And, yeah, hopefully we can come out on top. Okay guys, so we are back here for the second game of today's episode. Just before we get into this, I forgot to mention something about what happened with the club games, because as I mentioned, we did beat Dynamo, as you can see here, 5-1 in the Champions League, which was a good result. It was a fairly convincing win. Of course, in the previous live con, we'd beaten them 5-0. So that was good. With that result, though, we actually managed to qualify for the knockout stages. So that does mean that although we still have 2 games left to play against CSKA Moscow and Manchester United, I'm not going to live-com them. There's no real significance on them. Just the way the league's worked out, you can see with CSKA Moscow and Zagreb drawing against each other. It's kind of left us in a weird scenario where, despite the fact we've only played 4 games, we are assured a top 2 spot, which is absolutely fantastic, of course, and great to get to the knockout stages, but it just means that the last few games are obsolete. As a result, the next episode following this one will probably be the first knockout round of the Champions League, whoever it is we have at that point. Of course, we are only in November, so there's still quite a long time until that. Anyway, today, as I mentioned, this is the last game. This was the last episode. This is the last game, though. It's against Turkey. It's a fond farewell. It is going to be away from home, of course. That last game that we played, I think it was at the Space Park, actually. So the last ever game that we were in charge at the Space Park, was it? It was at the Space Park. 13,000 fans as well, which is a great turnout, selling out the stadium. And hopefully against Turkey here, we can just end on a high. Of course, if we lose this, we actually get relegated in the Friendly League, which wouldn't be the best way to go out, I guess you could argue. So we'll have to see how we do here. We have got a few players a little bit tired. Hannibal Perez, certainly one of them. We'll bring in Pelika in for him, the 34-year-old player who's been at the club and been in the nation for such a long time. You can see here, obviously, he joined Gibraltar Lions back in 2027. He's had a good little career and, well, he gets to bid a final farewell in this game here. We are also missing a player here. Did someone get injured and I didn't notice the news item? I assume that did happen. Was it Foray? It must have been Foray. Either way, we are going to be lacking a man there, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll have to do the best that we can. That almost actually forces me to play Hannibal Perez. Despite the fact he's not 100% fit, he is just by far and away our best player. So I think this is going to be the team we go with. Actually, no. I'm going to play Modesto at right back as well. So this is the team we're going to go with: Salcedo, Salas, Frigier, Horst, Bulat, Modesto, Perez, Graffite, Pellicer, Bay and Mosca. It's basically a Gibraltar Apex and Gibraltar Lions 11. Past and present, of course. Let's see how we get on, though. We're taking on Turkey. It's away from home. As you can see, looking at the group, Belgium comfortably top. We want to finish second. A draw would be good enough. A win would be good enough. Realistically, though, we want to end on a high. Turkey, a very good side. Last time we played them was earlier on in this group stage, and we beat them 2-1 on that occasion. So we do have perhaps a little bit in the way of momentum going into this game. I have screwed up the team talk royally. It doesn't matter, though. Well, it does matter. But it doesn't matter, though. I'm just going to assure myself it doesn't, because we're going to win. I'm confident. Hopefully the boys can give a good performance here. Just to really end the Rise of a Nation segment, I guess, of this save on a high. It was always something that I wanted to do, the national team management. Of course, really, with FM17 coming around, it's cut short somewhat. I still plan on playing this save a little bit in my own time, perhaps once FM17 simmered down. It's a save that I've invested so much time into. I still enjoy playing it even now. But I feel like the YouTube side of it is just, it's done now. It's a nice chapter to write off after this season. You know, we've won the Champions League, we got to a World Cup, we've done everything that we wanted to do, and it's kind of one last hurrah this year. And, well, it's a familiar sight in our national team management. We've given away a penalty. I think I've lost count. I think it's at least 10 penalties we've given away, and they've missed it. They score the rebound. Now, this shouldn't count if the keeper hasn't touched it, because technically if it's hit the woodwork and come straight back to the player, no other player has interfered with play, and so the kick taker can't shoot. So I can only assume here that Salcedo has tipped it onto the post. Well, he didn't. So that goal literally shouldn't count in real world football. I hate to tell FM the rules of football, but the kick taker cannot touch the ball again without another player having touched it too, because otherwise it's basically a double kick. So I'm calling BS on that goal. That one does count, though. The one that they've just got, the Frigier own goal, I'll hold my hands up, they can have that one. That's fair. It's gone to the back post, it's volleyed in by Kem, and then Modesto's just booted it onto the back of Frigier. I mean, have we actually advanced in the last 20-odd seasons? Because this is like watching the old Gibraltar national team. It's not the greatest goal we've ever conceded, but it's definitely up there. It's a classic. I mean, I played Modesto because I thought he deserved to play. He's just booted it at Frigier. I mean, it goes down, that goal, as a Frigier own goal. It's not a Frigier own goal. It's a Modesto sabotage whatever way you look at it. So far in this game, we've not been at the races. We gave a good performance against Belgium. It's all been undone in this game so far. In some ways, I'm kind of treating this game like a testimonial, which I shouldn't be. Frigère, what are you doing? Salcedo bails us out again. Are you okay, Frigère? Maybe he thinks he's Turkish. I don't know. I don't know what's come over us today. We've conceded a penalty that shouldn't have counted because it was a double kick, and then a classic own goal. I feel like to be 2-0 down in this game, it's a little bit harsh. We do have a set piece here though. Whipped in, Kem deals with it. Bay though mops up the pieces to Pellicer. Can he get it in? Graffiti to Pellicer. Modesto, the right back, looking for some redemption after that own goal perhaps. The ball played forward. It's intercepted. Turkey on the attack again. They've got some quite good players, Turkey. It's probably worth noting that. They're not a bad side by any means. Ferhat lays it back to Aydin. Edge of the box. Is he going to pull the trigger? He is. It's not a great effort by him. It's gone 10 yards wide. No, it hasn't. It's gone 6 yards wide. Still not great. And, well, we still live to fight another day. At 2-0, I still believe. Modesto, can you give us a treat going into half-time? Can we make it 2-1? Modesto out on the right-hand side. Can he whip in the ball? He can't. Ball switched though to Salas. Can he get the ball in? He's going to try. Lays it to Graffiti. This is patient, probing play. Bay, can you finish it? Yes, he can. It's 2-1, I believe. I still believe that there is a chance that we can win this game. Turkey have had 4 clear-cut chances. They've only buried 2 of them. We've gone up the other end with a half chance. It's a nice little ball through there, and it's Bay. He's scoring again. He's better than Mosca. It's official. It's a fact. You can't argue with it. He scored so many goals for us, Bay, to be fair. Hannibal Perez, 68% condition. Kind of struggling a little bit at this point. I'm going to bring in Steve Henney, and I'm actually going to play him out of position at centre mid attack, which is a little bit odd, but Steve Henney, a player who kind of until Mosca came in was Bay's right-hand man in the striker position. As Gary Horse makes a nice little save there to avoid an early goal conceded. Christ, we are not looking good in this game. I think it's fair to say that now. But no, Henny deserves to play. We're going to bring him on, play him out of position, see what he can do. Ball whipped in. It's a goal. It's Turkey 3, Gibraltar 1. We wanted to bounce back in the second half, but unfortunately for us, within, 2 minutes, we are now back to being 3-1 down, and that 2-goal deficit has kind of re-emerged here. We did well to peg it back. Salcedo probably should do a little bit better. Is that Frigère at the back post? No, it's not. It's Bulat. Castano probably gets there, of course. Castano dropped due to lack of fitness. But I still believe. I still believe until the final whistle goes, even if it's like 4-0 down, that we could still get back into us, even though that's impossible. Salas, Graffiti. Can he get the ball forward now? He can. Mosca. Bay's in the middle. Mosca, can he bury it? No, he can't. Probably should have done better. It was a good save. We do have a set piece here, though. Bay whips it in. Henny's there. It's gone out for another corner. We're keeping the pressure up. We're adding corners to the tally. We've had more corners than Turkey. Unfortunately, corners don't win you football matches unless you score from them, which we need to try and do here. Ball cleared away, though. Turkey dealing with that with relative ease. We do have a set piece in that, though, now. Bay whips it in. It's cleared away. Now Turkey with lots of men forward on the counter-attack. Can we defend this? This is going to be very, very hard. Ferhat to Aksu out on the left-hand side. Modesto fouls another player and gives away another penalty. What are you doing, son? I'm getting deja vu. Can Salcedo save it this time and not let the rebound go in? He can save it. What a man. What a man. It's still 2-1 as far as I'm concerned. That opening penalty didn't count for anything. It's a good save by Salcedo, to be honest, from the penalty. He might end up being man of the match again, the way this is going. Can we make something happen here now on the attack ourselves? Henny, Graffiti. There's a few options ahead. Mosca, Fred through Bay. Bay with the pace. Can he finish it? Of course he can. It's 3-2. It's his 30th goal for Gibraltar for Bay. It's his 3rd goal of this episode. He's scored goals for fun. And he's added another to the scrapbook there. Mosca, lovely threaded ball through. Bay with that pace. And he just sticks it away. A lovely composed finish. Actually squeezes it in the keeper's near post. Going to be disappointed to get beat there. But, well, we're not going to complain one little bit. That said, Turkey on the attack again here. This is not good. It's now 4-2. It feels like every time we score, Turkey just immediately reply. And it's a little bit soul-crushing. And unfortunately, of course, if we do lose this, we will go down a division in the kind of European Friendly League thing. I don't even know what the official title of it is yet. because I know it's still yet to be implemented into actual European football just yet. It's kind of all set to come in, and I feel like it's going to take a while to get used to it. But either way, we're 4-2 down. There's still 7 minutes left. We could still score 2. Unless, of course, Turkey score again. That's offside, surely. It's not offside. Aydin, with the effort. I thought Modesto was going to give away another penalty. That time he does actually make a block, so good for him. Ferhat, edge of the box. Can he shoot? He can't. It's cleared away. Got lots of men behind the ball here. Can we just deal with it now? Bilgin goes out for a goal kick. We deal with that mess right there. 4-2 it remains. And, well, I think that's going to be all she wrote for this game. You'd have to say the last 2 games in charge of Gibraltar, albeit 2 defeats, have been incredibly entertaining. 2 very different games for us. The first one, of course, against Belgium, we had a lot less in the way of expectations and we did well, really, to remain competitive. Unfortunately, that late goal conceded, just soul-crushing in a lot of ways. Unfortunately, in this game, Turkey have just been the better team at home. We've given away 2 penalties. We've given away an own goal as well. So really 3 very preventable goals there. And well, that will see us now go down a division. Apparently that was a surprise win for Turkey. So I guess we were favourites. And we do get relegated, which is, well, a little bit sad. And that, oh, well, fitting there. Bay's goal makes him Gibraltar's all-time leading goal scorer. There you go. What a way to end it. 31 years old Damien Bay. A hero in Gibraltarian heart, 30 goals in 62 games, and well, as the news item suggests, that makes him the kind of record goal scorer ever, which you really can't complain about, can you? Anyway, that is going to wrap up the kind of Rise of a Nation segment of this save. It's the end of a chapter. We close the book. Of course, next time it will be the Champions League, our kind of last chance, I guess, to try and win some silverware, really, that's meaningful. It's going to be a tricky game. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can give a good performance. I did think that we had the World Club Championship, but I don't know when that is. Is that soon? I thought that was coming up soon, but apparently it's scheduled to happen between November and December. I think we're in that, now I think about it. So I might come back for the final of that. I always find that with the Club World Cup, you end up playing kind of, you know, random teams from Oceania and Asia who you beat with relative ease. It's worth noting, actually, Cruzeiro did beat Manchester United 4-1 last time to become an America's team to win it. You can see Club America also doing a job in 2031 winning it. But anyway, that might be something we come back for. I'll see who we end up playing, see how exciting it is. It could be quite good to see Gibraltar at a Club World Cup. But no, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. I'm now rambling. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, guys. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.